let's talk tension, specifically how to write it. Tension is the secret sauce that makes stories of all genres irresistible, and not just romance and thrillers. In this video, I'll break down 3 easy ways to build tension in your fiction. Let's dive in. Okay, tip number 1, there's no tension without stakes. The biggest moments of tension in storytelling comes when we understand what's at stake for the character if they fail to reach their goal. It's not enough to simply have a goal. There has to be a compelling reason they want or need to reach it. Frodo needs to destroy the ring, not just for funsies or because he wants to go on a long walk with his friends, but because we understand there's something bigger at stake, both for him and for all of Middle-earth. There's story-long tension about whether or not he'll fulfill his goal. In the same way, your characters, villains, and protagonists need to have stakes tied to their goals. Now that we understand stakes, we can talk about tension. Tension comes from fearing that a character won't reach their goal, and since we understand what's at stake if the character fails, not reaching the goal can be a big deal. Let's take a sports story, for example. It's not enough for our characters to just want to win the game or earn the championship trophy. For one thing, that's the same goal that the other team has. Our protagonist needs to win the championship because it will mean they can earn the scholarship to go to college where they'll be able to study with instructors who taught their dearly departed father, or something. Or they need to win the game against the rival team from across town because it will earn them some redemption that's tied to their personal growth. You get the point. Having a goal isn't enough. There has to be something at stake if they don't reach the goal. Reaching the goal needs to be the most important thing. Now that we understand how stakes play into tension, this leads us to the next tip. Tip 2, don't give them what they want. Now that we know what's at stake for your character, leave them hanging. Don't give them what they want. Don't immediately satisfy what they're reaching for. That kills the tension. If success is guaranteed, there's no tension. Tension is shaped from understanding what's at stake and not knowing if we'll be successful. So now we have a goal and we know what's at stake if the goal isn't reached. And because of those 2 pieces, we can build up the emotional stress of worrying over not reaching that goal. And the only way to build tension is to play up the risks of the side of the story we don't want to happen. While it may seem like it's enough to spell out the goal and the stakes for the reader, hoping they'll fill in the blanks, it's not. This will lead us to the 3rd tip, because by not giving a character what they want right away, we're talking about pacing. Tip 3, pacing creates tension magic. This is my absolute favorite way to build tension in storytelling. It's pretty widely used, and once you learn it, you'll see it everywhere, in books, TV shows, movies. The tip is that when a character has a choice to make, don't let them decide right away. Or at least don't tell the reader what their decision is until later. When we see a character wrestling with a decision, it builds tension. And if we set up our stakes correctly, and we're not giving our character what they want right away, it can naturally lead to tension around what might happen if they choose option A or option B. If the reader needs to wait a scene or 2 to find out some pivotal piece of information that's been hinted at, their curiosity will build and they'll wonder what the outcome will be. That's tension. The reason pacing creates tension magic is because the longer something takes to get resolved, the more of an impact it has on the overall plot. A small tension moment that's resolved in the same scene doesn't have the same impact as something that takes multiple chapters to finally resolve. Leaving issues unresolved right away is a great way to close out chapters on a cliffhanger. And of course, pacing isn't just about delaying the results of a character's choice, but is an easy way to stretch out the storytelling and build small moments of tension in the story. So that's tip 3. You can build tension by not answering a question in the same scene or chapter that is asked. So there you have it. 3 quick and easy tips for writing tension. Remember, stakes, withholding what your character wants, and pacing are all powerful tools to build suspense and keep your readers engaged. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss future writing tips. And let me know in the comments, what's your favorite book or movie that absolutely nailed tension? I'll see you in the next one.